world's scariest moments, caught on tape. She brings her horse up to top speed, but she's about to go head first into the rail.
I was going too fast.
An innocent bus passenger. Now he's on fire. The massive explosion rocks the town. And one unlucky cameraman.
It blew me about 30 feet through the air.
Underneath that overturned truck, they discover a car with someone trapped inside.
Get the jaw set up!
He doesn't hit the water until the waves are monsters, and he's about to wipe out. Whatever you do, don't blink. It's a Real TV special. The world's scariest moments caught on tape.
Hi, I'm John Daly, and we begin with home video of the woman who takes a terrible fall at a horse show. The crowd holds its breath. Everyone waits to see, is she still alive? Here's how it starts. Julia Webb knows horses. She's been riding most of her life, for fun and in competition. But Julia also knows, perhaps better than most, that anything can happen when you're in the saddle. And this exclusive Real TV video shows it can happen in an instant. Not only once, but twice. We're at a horse show in Deerfield, New Hampshire. A camera watches as Julia guides her mount Princess Rainbow Bay around the ring. When suddenly the princess decides to finish this event alone. Julia is flipped in the air, losing her helmet and landing flat on her back. The crowd is in shock. Accidents like this have paralyzed, even killed some riders. Julia lies motionless on the ground. But in minutes, she's not only back on her feet, she's back in the saddle to finish the event. Getting thrown like this and surviving happens maybe once in a lifetime. But remember, when it comes to horses, Julia Webb has had a long life. Here she is later at another show in the very same ring.
Winner to be the champion it is, entry number 16.
She's just won a costume event on her purebred Arabian, Elbanar.
This will be the native costume champion for the Arabians.
Once again, a camera rolls as she takes her victory lap. But it's going to be a short celebration. The camera shuts off instantly as Julia's friend runs to help. This time, it's serious. Julia is unconscious for 2 days. Her jaw is broken and her forehead gashed. Julia has thought a lot about what went wrong that day.
I started out on my victory path and decided I was going too fast as I went along the big grandstands. And I tried to turn him to make another pass. And he's made enough victory passes that he knew he got to leave the ring and go back to his stall and have fun. So he decided to exit the ring. He leaned to the right, and I was thrown into the fence post, and that's what you see splattering, is the PVC of the fence post.
Police in Pleasant Grove, Utah close in on a stolen pickup. We've seen pursuits on Real TV before, but there's more to this story. The man behind the wheel is actually a boy, 15 years old. To make matters worse, police think he's drunk. The kid's first mistake is stealing the truck from his father's business. His second is leading cops on a wild goose chase at speeds better than 85 miles an hour. Police want the pursuit to end safely, but that's not going to happen. An innocent life is about to be lost. Right here, the driver swerves his stolen truck to avoid 2 deer. He doesn't make it. The head-on collision kills the deer instantly.
Suspect vehicle just hit a deer, was still westbound, coming up the crossroad.
The hit and run convinces cops it's time to stop the suspect before he does any more damage. They'll use stop sticks to puncture the truck's tires. The first try fails. Somehow, the tires stay inflated.
He did hit the spike.
A second pass scores a direct hit. When we slow it down and bring you closer, you can actually see the tires blow. when they cross the spikes.
Southbound from Payson, Maine, 303.
Within seconds, the air's out of the rubber, and the truck is riding on rims. Sparks fly as metal grinds into the asphalt.
Passing 215. Ooh, wow.
It's only a matter of time before the kid realizes he's out of luck. The 15-year-old driver is arrested for grand theft auto, evading arrest, and hit and run. The year is 1971, and folks in Houston, Texas will never forget these classic moments of terror. A freight train carrying flammable chemicals derails just outside of town.
Give me 2 more puppers over on the Macau Road side.
Plumes of thick black smoke fill the sky as firefighters wage a desperate battle. Cameraman Bob Brandon is behind the lens at ground zero. Times are different in 71. Bob is shooting film, not video. His camera weighs 60 pounds. He remembers how difficult it was.
The firemen were very frustrated because they, first of all, didn't know what was burning, and they didn't know how to put it out.
Firefighters had fewer tools at their disposal in those days. The game plan was simple. Throw water on the fire and pray you knock it down.
We're going to have to let it burn down. There's nothing we've got here to put that out.
Bob's lens catches one smoke eater fighting hand-to-hand with a high-pressure hose. What both men failed to realize is they're standing next to a ticking time bomb.
Although we could sense that it was getting worse, no one really knew enough to back off.
A devastating explosion rips through the scene, nearly killing the cameraman and the firefighters.
I was ecstatic that I actually had the image on film of the explosion, and then I turned very quickly to terror because it blew me about 30 feet through the air. I managed to put all the pieces of the camera back together, the battery and the power supply and the audio and all that, and continue shooting then of the firemen being loaded in the ambulances.
You see here that although badly burned, the firefighter on top of the ladder survives the blast. 56 firefighters and journalists were injured during the struggle. Remarkably, there was only one fatality. Bob was badly burned, but still had the presence of mind to get the job done.
I actually drove the film to the television station myself and then drove myself to the hospital. And when I returned from the hospital, they showed me the film for the first time. And I had an immense amount of pride, actually, that I'd accomplished it, that I'd actually gotten the pictures. And then, of course, I felt really horribly for all those people. Many of them were my very close friends who were burned very badly.
Up next, buried alive underneath that truck. You'll see the rescue effort moment by moment as it happens. Later, the REALTV viewer caught in the crossfire.
They got him. I think they got him.
And the day of flames. Plus, sucked under by a monster wave. And the only one who can save the surfer is his own brother. More scary tapes coming up. If you have REALTV, we want to see it. Call us toll-free at 1-888-REAL-TV1. The call's on us.
You're watching
REALTV.
Welcome back. A life and death drama plays out on a rainy Los Angeles freeway. You're about to see all the drama, moment by moment, as it happens. Jenny! This wreck on a freeway in Southern California could lead to the highway to heaven. At first glance, it looks like a tractor-trailer rig is the only casualty. Then comes the horrifying revelation. There's a man in a car underneath all this, buried alive. The shocking scene comes into focus as a cameraman adjusts the iris on his lens. A car flattened like a pancake under 20,000 pounds of boxes and mangled metal.
We got a single male driver in a vehicle that's completely crushed by the second part of a semi-tractor trailer with about 20,000 pounds of plastic bags inside. So they're using a heavy rescue now to see if they can lift it off him. The patient is amazingly awake and alert at this time, but cannot be seen from the ground.
Heavy rescue races to lift the tangled trailer. But it's too heavy. They'll have to lighten the load. Firefighters form a human chain, knowing they're the driver's last link to hope. Suddenly, the trailer starts to shift. It's now or never, as heavy rescue goes full throttle with the huge crane. With sudden death still hanging over their heads, firefighters move in. But the door won't budge. They'll have to cut him out.
Watch this shit. Let's just fall out here, guys. Be real careful.
After another few nail-biting minutes, the driver is finally free. And watch this. He just walks away.
He said he remembers everything, no KO. He's got no pain anywhere. I palpated his chest and everything's intact.
If you're wondering why firefighters seem so frantic to get the driver out fast, just watch as heavy rescue tips the trailer all the way up. And if that's a scary sight, this sight is truly remarkable. The driver released from the hospital the very next morning.
I really didn't feel anything. I wasn't nervous. It's like nothing had happened, but I was in the dark. But I could move my fingers and toes and knew I was okay. I'm very thankful for getting me out because I didn't know if I was going to live.
He did live. What a miracle. We'll be right back.
Still ahead.
He's got a weapon. He's going to shoot.
A hostage is in that overturned truck. Gunshots, and two kids wander into the middle of the drama.
I moved, I guess, into a line of fire.
And the innocent man caught in the political nightmare. Plus, the surfer caught in the undertow. Stick around for more scary tapes on this special edition of Real TV. You're watching Real TV.
Some Real TV viewers get into a lot more trouble than they ever bargained for. They've got a video camera and a scary moment unfolding right before their eyes. This is what it's come to. A pickup truck, upside down in the street. A man holding his ex-wife captive inside. And police everywhere. The cops catch up with the hostage drama. And so does the home video camera in the hands of Brandon Bailey.
As soon as we pulled up, we just stopped in the middle of the road because there's so much commotion going on. We didn't think anybody noticed.
Hey, out of here. Now. Yeah. Now. He's got a weapon. He's going to shoot. Now move.
Police chase the home video camera away. But Brandon finds a new angle to get his shot. Police have rammed the stolen pickup and flipped it over. The gunman is upside down. He's got his ex-wife tied up, and he's threatening to shoot her or any cops who come close. Snipers are ready to take the gunman out when another officer moves in to move the home video camera out.
We gotta go?
Yes, you got to go now, or you're going to jail. It's that simple. Get out of the way. He's got a loaded gun under there threatening to shoot. Now get out of here.
I moved, but then I moved, I guess, into a line of fire around the side of a trailer.
Brandon moves his car and his camera to the other side of the parking lot. Suddenly, there's gunfire everywhere.
They just shot at him there?
They got him.
You got him?
I think they got him.
Police bullets killed the gunman. They opened fire when he shot at them and started choking his ex-wife. The ex-wife is wounded in the leg, but 3.5 hours of terror are finally over. What began as a private tragedy for two people who couldn't work things out ends in gunfire on a Georgia street. It ends with a powerful lesson on domestic violence and a powerful piece of videotape to back it up. Being on the street can also be dangerous when you're caught up in political turmoil. And today, Santiago, Chile is the scene of a full-scale riot. Demonstrators take to the streets to mark the anniversary of dictator Augusto Pinochet's bloody rise to power. Cops use tear gas to try to control the masked mob. Demonstrators fight back with Molotov cocktails, targeting anything in their path. For one innocent civilian, the political suddenly becomes personal. The panicked young man frantically tries to rip off his pants as onlookers rush to help. Fortunately, he isn't seriously injured. Police finally bring in water cannons to try to disperse the unruly crowd. It doesn't work. The battle rages on. A violent anniversary. In a day, at least one man will never forget. REALTV. Surfers in Hawaii won't forget the powerful storm that sent waves 30 feet high thundering into Waimea Bay. Conditions are just right for the surfing contest that's become legendary for danger. The iCow Invitational is only held when waves hit 25 feet or more. Actress Pamela Anderson is here, and she'd be the first to admit there was nothing like this on Baywatch. Pamela's friend, Kelly Slater, is a contestant.
You know, then when a really big one comes, you're probably just kind of looking for safety.
It sounds like a place for the young and the brave, but the man you are watching is 40 years old. Contestant Michael Ho has lost some hair, but hasn't lost any of his courage. The veteran surfer seems to have conquered the wave, but there's something very dangerous still ahead. The powerful white water sucks Michael under. The crowd that was cheering his ride goes silent. That's Michael's brother, who is suddenly in the water. Derek Ho knows that Michael should have surfaced by now. Up the beach, Michael's frightened young son, Mason, joins the team, trying to help. Then, a good sign. Dad signals he's all right. But Dad hopes the future for his son will not include any wipeouts like this.
More scary tapes tomorrow, like the little girl who gets attacked by the vicious pit bull, and the town booby-trapped by bombs. Not to mention the woman who guns her wave runner right into the speeding boat. That's tomorrow.
Well, watch this next tape carefully. You'll be asked to make a split-second decision.
Now you be the cop. A video camera puts you on the front lines of a dangerous and unusual standoff. A gunman in a wheelchair has shot a man. Now he holds police at bay. He's drunk and high, and he's looking for revenge. Now, let's test your crime-fighting skills. Do you have the SWAT team take him out? Talk him down with police negotiators? Or do you have a sharpshooter shoot the gun from his hand? We'll be right back with the answer. Let's see how you compare to the pros. If you chose to negotiate, you're right. After 2 tense hours, police negotiators convinced the gunman to surrender. The man who'd been shot is rushed to the hospital. He survives his injuries. Is that what you would have done?
That's it for now. Keep those cameras rolling and join us again for the next Real TV when once again, we'll give you something to talk about.
If you have a scary moment caught on tape, we'd like to see it. Call 1-888-REAL-TV1 to find out how to make money selling your home video.